Hello, 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 and welcome to another Dominaria draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okie doke. So Kazarov Sengir Pureblood is not insane. It's like two colors, essentially, and 7 mana 4/4 flyer is just really inefficient, especially because it can die to pretty much any removal spell. It even dies to the deal 4 damage Goblin Barrage thing, unless you have like 11 mana, in which case yeah, it's just not insane. Settle the Score, however, is good. Just remember that this card is a sorcery. I know I have been caught out by that, not multiple times, but once is enough, and you really don't want that once to happen to you. So I think Settle the Score is quite good. Academy Drake's nice. Fiery Intervention's nice. You can usually see these a bit later, though, because people tend to avoid red. But yeah, I like Settle the Score here. It's going to be a pretty good card in any black deck, so we're going to take it here. If I can manage to drag properly. I also do like black in this format. It's pretty diverse on what it can do. Ooh. Interesting. So Baird is like fine, but not insane. Wrath Capuchin, however, is quite good. There are a surprising number of like relevant historic spells you can flash in. Like pretty much any historic spell with flash is pretty nice. Thallid Soothsayer is another card that I think is pretty good. You can usually get these. It's pretty much only good in the Saproling archetype, but it's like very good there. Baleth Gorge is a nice card. Just decent, like pretty solid role player. 4 mana 4/4 is a good body. It's like not insane, but good. And then Sergeant at Arms is like medium. So I think I'm choosing between Wrath and Thallid because Thallid is in black and Wrath is just really an absurd card. I could take a like Baleth Gorge, but I think Wrath is like worth splashing sometimes. And yeah. This is why if I had this card versus Eviscerate, I think I would take Eviscerate just because it's easier to splash Eviscerate. I like pack and pick one. I think I'm gonna take the Wrath. I think it's just a very good card, and if I end up in like blue-white, it's gonna be very good. Okay, so not looking like the Wrath colors are open here or flowing. Baleth Gorge is fine, as I said, but I think Thallid Omnivore is a little bit better if you end up in Thallid. So if I ended up like black-green, yeah, I think it's for sure better too. I mean, there are some fringe upsides to exiling, but it's not as well as it does being easier to splash. Deathbloom Thallid's nice, but I think Thallid Omnivore is better than Deathbloom Thallid. I also think Thallid Omnivore is probably better than Baleth Gorger. So I'm just going to take, and it's also the same color as my Settle, so I'm going to just take Thallid Omnivore. I don't think Chainer's Torment is insane. I do like Deathbloom Thallid. It's just a nice little value. Benlish Honor is not going to be a great card, I don't think, in my deck. Llanowar is not insane, so pretty easy Deathbloom Thallid here. Now we can take a Memorial to Genius over not much. Triumph of Gerard is like fine, not insane. Llanowar Scout's like medium, Part of Wanderer's medium, Remedies Up is medium, but Memorial to Genius is great. We could play like blue blacks and splash white maybe. Or we could still just abandon blue entirely and just play black green, which is a deck that I would like to play if I can. Green seems relatively open given that we've seen a couple Baloth Gorgers. But hard to say, hard to say. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So there's a Tetsuko, which is a nice card, but I think we're looking to play green here. And I think Sapling Migration is just really good, because if we end up in black-green, it's going to be one of the best cards in our deck, even better than the Llanowar Elves. So this is one of those like situational picks where if we're playing green, we're going to be playing green with our black card. And I think that Sapling Migration, if we end up black-green, which is one of the best decks in the format, I think Sapling Migration is better in that deck than Llanowar Elves is. And I think we want to end up in that deck. I don't think Tetsuko is worth... it's a nice card, but I don't think it's insane. And yeah, I think we want Sapling Migration here over the Llanowar Elves. Because I think black-green could be like open, and I think it's one of the better decks. Now we're going to take Memorial to Folly. There is a Gift of Growth, but Gift of Growth isn't insane, especially in Saplings. So we're going to try and just play Saplings here. Get the Memorial. Still not like entirely like out of these cards, but Sergeant at Arms is not insane. Cobalt Paladin's medium. I think we might just take Pierce the Sky as a sideboard card. Sergeant at Arms is not really what I want to be doing here. I did pass a couple Baloth Gorges, but I didn't pass the late Llanowar Elves. So the guy to my left could very easily be in green. But there's no way he's in black. Or at least I hope he's not in black. And if he's like green, it might not necessarily mean he's in the sapling deck. Now I kind of want to wheel the Soothsayer that I could have taken pack 1, pick 2. I really want to get that card in this deck. Unfortunately, I did not. Excavator's not insane. Befuddle's not insane. Knight's probably better than Excavator, even though there are saplings running around. This card can be a decent sideboard tech against non-sapling decks. Though, if I was playing Raph, I would play blue, so I think I will take the Excavator over the Befuddle. Maybe I just want Dredge Sentinel. I'll take the Dredge Sentinel. Because it is black, and black is the color I'm guaranteed to play. And, like, it's not unplayable, it's just not great. So the ability is pretty expensive. Sometimes you just have infinite mana, and then it's basically like a removal spell. Because you can just block their biggest guy every turn. I only have 1 green card, but I'm feeling good about the saplings, because Thallid Omnivore is just a busted card when you have a lot of saplings. And, like, dedicating to, like, a splashed Wrath is not insane either. Now we're going to take Crows and Druid. Sergeant at Arms is just not insane. Like, it seems, like, decent, but it's just, like, by turn 6, the 2/1 ones don't really matter a ton all the time. And, yeah, we're going to just take Crows and Druid. We don't want 2 Dredge Sentinels. We didn't get the Soothsayer back, but that's okay. Take the Opt, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see how this draft develops. Are some late blue cards, but none of them are really exceptional. I like Cabal Paladin sometimes. It's like not great, but a 4-mana 4/2 is not the end of the world. And I might run short on playables because I did waffle a little bit on colors. I guess I only really wasted like these 2 picks, and these are like garbage time picks. But Divest is a sideboard card. I should be able to get a copy of it if I want one. I don't side it in very often. Blessing of Bells Unlocked could make my deck, but probably not. Hopefully not. Hey, we got a Forest last. That's a good sign. It's an omen. Oh my gosh. Lich's Mastery is a funny card. Whoa, Mossybeard with the host. Thank you so much, Mossybeard. If you're just tuning in for Mossybeard's stream, my name is Nikolai. I primarily draft here on the stream. We are just starting pack 2 in this draft. I also put drafts on YouTube, and yeah, thanks Mossybeard for the host. If you were in my stream and you haven't seen Mossybeard, be sure to check him out. He's a pretty cool streamer, nice guy. Okay, Llanowar Elves is nice. Skittering Surveyor is also nice in case you want to like splash something. I think we're just gonna take Llanowar Elves though. Looks like we're just gonna be a solid 2-color deck, and I mean this card is like a 2-for-1 in many ways, but ramping out your stuff a turn early is also quite good, especially when you have like kicker cards that can help you use the extra mana. I agree, Brian. Also, welcome to the stream, Brian. What the? Oh my god. This is the best card in the set, and we just got past it when we thought we were passing to the guy that was green. Oh my gosh, this card is absurd because it can't die, and it's just massive. And yeah, we're slamming Multani here. There's a sap herd, but it's not going to wheel. We're just how? How are we getting past this card? I would switch colors for this card. +1/+1 for each land you control and each land card in your graveyard. It's absurd. It is nuts. Even if we sacrifice Memorial to Folly, it's still huge. Oh my gosh. This draft is going to, this pack, I'm very excited now. If we're getting past Multani, it either means the guy took foil Multani, or like, we're going to get hooked up. Maybe they took a foil Multani. Yeah, that's the only possible explanation if they're green. We're not a Cabal Stronghold deck. Curse of Ooze isn't great. I don't love Howling Golem. Yeah, the guy to my left. The only reason I thought he was green was because I passed him 2 Baloth Gorgers and a very late Llanowar Elf. I mean, if you're mono black, you can play it. I'm sure people have been mono black before and wanted one. Don't really want Corrosive Ooze. I'm just going to take Gift of Growth. It's a fine card. I don't really want Ether Glider either. Golem is good. I think I've played with Golem, and it's just very medium. Like, I think it's just fine. And I already have several 3-drops. I don't really want to play the Dredge Sentinel. Oh my gosh, that was only 1 pack. Now all the good cards are in this pack. What the heck am I supposed to do? I'm not taking Marwyn, but Thallid Soothsayer is great in Saprolings. Sporecrown Thallid is great in Saprolings. Sap Herd's great in Saprolings. And Llanowar Elves. Jeez. I like Sporecrown Thallid a lot. Just because it's a 2-drop in the deck, and a lot of times you don't have a good early play. Llanowar Elves is a good early play itself. This is actually one of the hardest picks I've had to make. Hello, Mossy Beard. Hello. This is a very tough pick. I think I'm going to take the Lord. It's just a pretty good card in decks like this. Looks like Chad agrees with me. I like cards like Sapherd, but you kind of want the payoff cards as well. Soothsayer is also excellent, but... Okie doke. You'd be on Elves. Yeah, Elves was pretty close consideration. I think I would have gone Sporecrown Thallid. Then it was very close between... I mean, they're all very close. It's between that, Soothsayer, and Elves. But yeah, I think Sapherd comes behind all those cards. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to let me know in the comments section below which one you would have taken. I think that's one of the toughest picks I've had to make in this format, really. I don't really want to take Ancient Animus. I think I'm going to take Baloth Gorger just as a solid card. Good card to ramp out early with Elves. Yeah, I agree. Also good to use late. And Grow from the Ashes, another nice card. Not going to be playing Halar, really. Good to get your ramp on. Ramping out to Multanis and kicked Baloth Gorgers and kicking Sapling Migrations. It's a beautiful world out there. Oh, man. See, the thing is, Sporecrown Thallid is not as good on its own, but if I get, like, hooked up, let's be optimistic and cut this Paladin. Yeah, I'll be optimistic. Oh my god. So, Fungal Plots is good and all, but, like, Mending of Dominaria is insane when you have Multani in your deck, because you get to, like, find Multani easier and put lands into play. So we're just going to slam this card. Yeah, Fungal Plots is nice, but when you have a card as powerful as Multani, it's just nuts. Jesus, our deck is insane. What the heck? We're also going to be optimistic and cut this Dredge Sentinel. Wow. This deck is looking like it's going to be, like, really good, judging by this pack. Oh, man. I'm glad the art showed up. Multani is also an argument for Adventurous Impulse. Nature Spiral. The thing is with Multani is he can't die, so getting him back doesn't really help me all that much. I think I'm just going to take Ancient Animus. I'm going to have some decent beef in the deck, and it is a fine removal spell, especially like 1 copy. Don't love Lich's Mastery. Don't love Final Parting. I mean, Final Parting when I have Multani could be just a fine sideboard check. I mean, that is... Nature Spiral Mending is an infinite loop through my deck. I don't think it's infinite because Mending can only get creatures. I'm going to take Final Parting as a sideboard tech for control matchup so I can just get my Multani and get it rolling. Now I'll get a Primordial Worm. Yeah, Multani Tutor seems good. Ether Glider. Maybe I should just main deck this card. Ether Glider. I could like get Mending of Dominaria for my hand and put Multani in my graveyard or something too. Ether Glider is fine in some matchups. I'm just going to take it. Oh, it does shuffle it back. Oh man. I'm going to take a Second Ancient Animus. Don't really want to play both, but in a pinch I might. I'll take the Prospector. So this deck is really coming together. There's definitely some extra cards I would like to get into the deck. But you have a Multani, and Final Parting is actually quite a good tutor for it. We can... Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, we can't take this. This card's absurd, but Llanowar Elves is going to be great in this deck as ramp. I am considering Skittering Surveyor, but we aren't really splashing, and Llanowar Elves is just great as ramp for the early game, get us up to our cards earlier and sooner. Skittering Surveyor is more of like a just solid value card. I kind of am torn because Skittering Surveyor is just really good, but I also like ramping out our big stuff, so I'm going to take the Llanowar Elves. I think it's close. Skittering Surveyor is quite good. And Llanowar, it's like a 2-for-1 because you get a land, you like draw a card, and you know you draw a land and it can block and do stuff as a creature. Whereas Llanowar is a pure acceleration, but it's very good acceleration. I like Calico Skinwitch a fair amount. Just a 2-drop that's pretty good late, so I'm going to take the Calico Skinwitch here over another Pierce to Sky. We already have one copy of it. We need more Saprolings. Our Sporkon Thalid is begging us, asking us nicely. We ended up green-black, but we don't really have all of the Saprolings we wanted. I'm making Surveyor worth a card. Marwyn the Nurturer, another ramp card. There's also a Wild Onslaught, which is a card I have liked, but I think we're going to win with Multani pretty much every game. We also have other stuff to do with our mana late. So I think it's between Surveyor and Marwyn. Marwyn, we only have 2 other elves. But So this is like a 3-mana Llanowar Elves essentially in our deck. And I think 3-mana Llanowar Elves is probably worse than Skittering Surveyor. Brian Coe agrees with the Skitter pick. I don't really think we want the Wild Onslaught here, because I think we have more other stuff to do. Ooh, an Eviscerate is a nice pickup. We aren't going to get there on the Sporkon Thalid. We already have one. It's like a Blossom Drive that doesn't hit us hard. That's actually true. That's a really good comparison. If you have enough elves, it can be better, though. Eviscerate's just what we need. We only have one hard removal spell. We aren't really in it's just much better than like a Memorial to Folly. Sporkon Thalid is good, but we don't have as many Saprolings as we would have wanted for it. So we're gonna just take the Eviscerate pretty easily here. Then I guess we aren't really playing Llanowar Envoy ever. I wonder if this is worth anything. I mean, it could be worth like a ticket. It's worth 10 cents. I guess I'll take this card for the marginal value. I might play it. Huh. Whisper of Blood Liturgist. Nice try. I mean, you've always got to try. What is life without trying? Fungal Plots could be good in this deck. Just a way to make Thalids. Ventress Impulse is also interesting. I do have some decent self-mill. Don't really want Corrosive Ooze. Soul Salvage could be nice. But I already have Mending for that. I think I'll take the Fungal Plots. Also over a Whisper. Yeah, Fungal Pots could be good. And now, I really like Vicious Offering. I don't think I need Dark Bargain. I already kind of have the Final Parting to be like a card draw engine late. Deathbloom Thallid is nice, but Vicious Offering is just very good. And I still do need more removal. I'm going to group my removal spells over on this, like my non-creatures over here. Just to see what I have. This is like a creature. This is like a creature, kind of. Yeah, I think Vicious Offering is going to be good still over the Deathbloom Thallid. It's one of the better cards in the set. This is a deck that does want to be on the play because it does have such proactive ramp. Yeah, some nice late black, I agree. So this is 23 cards. Obviously, I would like to get... Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful, beautiful Thallid Omnivore. I love you, Thallid. Oh, that's so good. Perfect in my deck. I don't have a ton of like cheap stuff, but I can like sacrifice Llanowar Elves later. Yeah. We may have been cut on in pack 2, but we got green pack 2 somehow. Our beautiful savior, Multani, the avatar of Yavimaya. Black-white on the left, probably. Maybe. Hard to say. We'll take a Feral Abomination. Maybe side it in. Probably not, though. I don't think I've ever sided that card in. Thank you so much for the host, Mossy Beard. I'll see you soon. Good night. Red on the right. I'll take a Skirk Prospector. Yeah, we got the Llanowar Scout back if we want it. Could just take a Divest. Llanowar Scout is kind of a nice combo with Multani. I'll take Divest, though. And then we'll take a Broken Bond for the sideboard. Divest. We have several good sideboard cards. So the Spore Crown Thallid pick would have worked out better if we'd taken the Elf, I think. Though I do have a decent amount of saplings, or if I'd taken the Soothsayer. So, what happened? Oh, I made the preview full screen. Whew, that was a terrifying sight. Full screen Spore Crown Thallid is just the stuff of nightmares. Might main deck Pierce. That is a consideration. I think we have enough removal that we can probably get through flyers. This is the creature. And we can like tutor for stuff. I think Final Parting in the main is going to be good. And where it looks pro. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. It's probably worse than Crows and Druid. Yeah, it's for sure worse than that. I like having a Primordial Worm. I don't love Ancient Animus either, but I think it's going to be fine in our deck because we do have some beef. I kind of want to run... I would run Nissan Top Ramen. That's a good name. I would run 18 lands in this deck, but I have 2 Llanowar Elves, which are basically lands. So I'm going to run 17. So I have the Memorial to Folly. So this is going to be the deck, I think. I could main deck Broken Bond, but I think I have all good cards here, so. And yeah, I do want to run 9-8, so I'm going to run... Yeah, and grow into Surveyor, so yeah, there's no way I can. I do have double black cards, though, so I'm going to go 9-8 split. And then we'll see how this goes. Bond or Pierce over 1 Animus. I don't like maining situational sideboard cards when I feel like I don't need them, because a lot of the time you'll get punished by it. Like there are some good targets for Broken Bond, but I don't really want to main it here. I don't love Ancient Animus, but I feel like I have some beef. in my deck, and so I can kill like flyers, which would be a problem normally. So like Pierce the Sky, I think Ancient Animus is just like a more flexible version of it that can kill a lot of things I care about anyway. I'm not that fast and don't have spiders, that is true. And we're keeping this hand. I guess we'll like do the classic thing of like, if this Ancient Animus were Pierce the Sky. So I guess we will see. I could definitely see like running it over a Gift of Growth, for example. Though I do like Gift of Growth. It's a pretty versatile combat trick. Leading with my turn 1 Elf. Gonna play my Memorial of the Folly tapped. And play my Spore Crown. You really like main decking Disenchant. I guess that comes with more experience in the format. Because I don't have an insane number of drafts. This is like my 12th draft or something. I know, I'm slacking. But yeah. I'm going to be happy to ramp out the Bailout Gorger turn ahead of schedule. Probably willing to trade off my Spore Crown Thallid here, given my hand. Don't want to be able to double block my Bailout Gorger. Okay, that's fine by me. I don't have like a ton of Thallid stuff. And if I ever need it, I can like get it back. But having an uncontested 4/4 is going to be nice, especially because I can Ancient Animus whatever I need to. I also have Gift of Growth to keep it safe. Yeah, I like attacking there because I like keeping the board as simple as possible when you have a massive creature out, like ahead of curve. We could fight that, but I don't really think it's worth it because he could play like a flyer that I want to fight more. Yeah, we'll take it. Sarah Disciple A. Okay. Now I am pretty likely to fight this. Though I kind of just want to settle the score and then have the fight spell up. I think I'm going to do that. Because he only has 2 cards left in hand. I guess if he plays like a Sarah Angel, I want to be able to kill that, but I want to have my fight up so that these guys just don't become relevant ever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about with my fight. Yeah, I'm just going to kill this. Being aggressive with removal is like something that like is really a level up moment, because a lot of the time the first thing you do when you first start playing is you're like, I'm never going to use my removal ever. And then the second thing you do is you're like, I'm going to use my removal on everything. The first step is I'm going to use my removal on anything. The second thing is I'm going to only use my removal on good things. And the third thing is like you distinguish between them. I think I should have left black up. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one I leave up there. I represent slightly more things, but I could also like lull my opponent into the sense that I don't have anything if I don't leave black up. So it's like, which mind game do you want to play? I think I'm going to get back my Spore Crown Thallid. I can do that, right? This is 4. 1, 2, 3, yeah, and I can, I kind of just want to hold up my Ancient Animus though. And I can Memorial the Folly back my Bailout Gorger if it dies. That's not reasonable logic. I mean, I don't have anything to spend black mana on. So it's like, it's all fairly correct to rep as much as possible. I mean, unless you want to next level your opponent, in which case you rep as little as possible and send conflicting signals. and I don't hold with black mana that turn because I don't want to cast my black spell. And then, like, you never know what opponents are going to think. I think I'm going to make my opponent discard their last card. Actually, what the hell am I doing? I could have killed him. Oh, man. Though I do get wrecked if he has Blessed Light then. And he has 5 mana up. So maybe it's correct to just not go for it, but dang. I didn't even, like, say anything. I didn't even go like, oh, I can Gift of Growth and kill him. Oh my gosh, of course he top decked something now. Okay, that's fine. Sure, bud. He used his Memorial to kill my Memorial. That's the only use for Memorial to War. That's kind of funny. I like it. But I like Caligo Skinwitch there. That line seems good. I should just Caligo Skinwitch pre-combat. No, but then I couldn't have gone for the line. It doesn't matter. I can kill him here, right? Fight. There. Attack everything. Pump whatever doesn't get blocked. Yeah, I got the win. I found the line. I found it. It was a struggle. I didn't actually have to fight it, did I? Huh. I think I'd rather keep Gift of Growth hidden, though, because he conceded, but yeah. He conceded, so it didn't matter, but yeah, I shouldn't have had to show him Animus. That was bad. Okay, so he probably has an aura in his deck, given that he's got Tragic Poet and stuff. So Broken Bond's coming in. I'm just going to assume. Yeah, I didn't have to play it because he scooped. That's why you never scoop, folks. Pierce the Sky. Who am I rooting for at the PT? I always root for LSV because he's super cool on Limited Resources, which is a podcast he does with Marshall Sutcliffe every week. I also root for Reed Duke, William Jensen. I like. I'm still thinking of pros I like. There's so many cool pros that I like. Oh my gosh, yeah. Or when they like get, I agree, tripped up. Or when they like have like the win, but they're afraid of their opponent having one specific card, so they don't go for it. Okay, Llanowar Envoy. No, don't we need Pierce the Sky? So I brought in Broken Bond. I'll take out one Ancient Animus. Though he did have a ton of small creatures. Final Party might just be too slow in this matchup. They can never figure out what's going on. I saw one match where Mike Sigrist like had the kill, but his opponent had one card in hand, and so he didn't go for it. And his opponent and Mike Sigrist was at 4 or something, so like he was giving his opponent extra draws. Oh, this is an easy keep. We have a defensive card, a Surveyor to help us get to our busted rare, also some ramp. He like had lethal, but he was at like 3 or something, and his opponent had a lightning strike in his deck, and like. Oh yeah. Sorry, tripped up for the message. Just I think it's the profanity, like even mild profanity. I just don't really like it in my chat. It's not like a big deal or anything. You're not in trouble. Just a chat thing. Probably gonna kill that. I do need to draw a land. Oh, perfect. So do we kill Benlish Honor Guard? We could just cast Skin Witch. I think we're just gonna cast Skin Witch because that stops both guys. And then when we cast our Skittering Surveyor, it'll be good. We can have a double block. Maybe I'm supposed to cast Grow from the Ashes next turn. I cast Grow, get a Swamp. Then the next turn I can cast Skittering Surveyor, make my land drop. Yeah, and then I have Vicious Offering up. I like that. Opponent's screwed on lands. Yeah, I should have let that last message through that you sent tripped up. But I don't know. Automod. Oh gosh. Well, we have our Viscerate. Also have a Vicious Offering. Probably just want to use Vicious Offering. Though it doesn't, because it's mana efficient. Oh, that was really bad. No, why do I have to be bad? I revealed too much information to my opponent. This is why you play the Skittering Surveyor first, because now my opponent knows one of the cards in my hand, but he really shouldn't. I'm going to attack him for 1. And I'm going to Vicious Offering his Benevolent Honor Guard. Just to be mana efficient. Oh my gosh. Get destroyed, opponent. You can get back an enchantment. I'm going to cast Multani, though. It's going to be a 6/6, and it's only going to get bigger. Yeah, I attacked for 1 because I was thinking I could block this and then sack my guy, but it worked out better for me. Boom. Ah, it's Multani. And he could have Blessed Light, but he's like 2 lands away, and he's land screwed, so he could just scoop here. Yeah, can he get back any chance of winning this game? No. Oh, man. That would be like a brutal thing to say on commentary. He can get back an enchantment from his graveyard, but he cannot claw his way back into this game. I don't know why I changed my accent. Oh, gosh. He thinks he can stop the Multani with a tragic poet. It's adorable, really. I could just wait to kick this, but I don't really want to. Channeling Riley Knight. Has anyone else seen Riley Knight's like GP Vegas history drafts video? It's just so good. Ah, it's a Journey Mage. I'm just gonna kill the Tragic Poet. Actually, if I kill the Tragic Poet, he'll just sack it. Makes this an 8/8. Kill Journey Mage. Yeah. He has to block with one of them either way. Boom, we got the match. Whew, that was pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. We'll run it back. The sing-along video? Yeah, the Riley Knight sing-along video for the GP Vegas history drafts. It was so good. It was really well done. He had like a bunch of like little things about the formats that you wouldn't like necessarily know unless you'd played them or knew about them. So winning the die roll again. This is what it feels like to be like whitelisted. Oh man. Oh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous hand. We're gonna play our Llanowar on turn 1. Gets in for an extra point of damage if we don't draw an untapped land to slam our, like if we don't draw a swamp to play our Deathboom Thallid. We have our final party, but we also have our Multani, so don't really need to work that hard. All we want to draw our lands. Oh, that's nice. We're going to cast like a turn 3 Multani, no, turn 4 Multani if we draw lands here. That's crazy. Oh, I'm playing against someone who's 2-0. Scary. I wonder if anyone's ever had the experience where they play against like one person, like they get paired down, and then they have a whole other draft and they play against the other person again with their new deck. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, Sarah Disciple, that's no fun. Land. Gonna cast my Omnivore. But yeah, do want to find lands. I am ahead of schedule though, casting a 4-drop on turn 3. Power Stone Shard. Okay. Okay, opponent. You can do your ramping. I'll do my ramping. We'll see whose is better. I mean, how is he's 2-0, he has Power Stone Shard in his deck. He must have some like broken rares. It literally happened to Mossy Beard today on stream. What the heck are the odds? For match 2 and 3 once. Yeah, I once played against I guess I have played against another Magic Pro. Like Matt Severin. It was back I was training for GPDC back in last August. This wasn't the current one, the one that happened last weekend. It's the one that happened like a year ago in like August or September or something like that. Like early September. And I was playing my mono red deck and I played against zombies 2 times in a row. And I was like, wow. And it was like a pro and I was like, wow, getting wrecked. And there's a forest, just what we want. We can play our Thallid and hit him for 5. I like that. Not going to hold up a Llanowar Sacrifice, I don't think. Most of the kill spells in these colors are unconditional. And I don't want to sack a Llanowar Elves, really. Or my Deathloop Thallid. So I'm just going to get him for the extra damage. You never know. Severin. Not Matt Severa. Matt Severa is more famous than Matt Severin. But Matt Severin is like still a pro. He's like top 8 at a lot, like multiple things. Yeah. If you look at, I think he top 8'd like DP Vancouver, and he does, like, I've seen him in the feature match area before, and yeah, he's pretty good. One more land for Multani, though. He'll only be a 4/4. Ramping out Multani is not as scary as ramping out something else, but he'll grow. This thing is threatened to hit for 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. I could hit him for 11 next turn. Jeez. What is an opponent's deck? He must have something broken. I don't really want to sacrifice that, so I'm just going to attack him for 6. See what he does. So I could sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets him down, but I think I'm just going to play it slower and play Crows and Druid and hold up Vicious Offering. And 2 sacks on this thing in case he has his own Vicious Offering. Skin Witch, you say? Sure. I can't use my Multani anyway. So if I kill Joyous Familiar and attack him with everything, he has to chump here. Yeah, I think that's going to work out nicely. Okay. That works out very nicely. If I attack him with these 3, he has to... Okay, he concedes. attacked him with everything, he would have to chump block here, and he would take, and then he would like be able to eat one here, and he would take a bunch of damage. Okay, opponent concedes. That's good for me to hear. So I didn't get to see a ton, but he did have multiple flyers. So I'm bringing Pierce this guy over an Ancient Animus, maybe. So Ancient Animus can kill the flyers too. I'll bring it in over a Final Parting. Final Parting is just kind of a generic card. It's like not great. It's just kind of nah. Oh, this is a nice hand. I like it. I'm digging it. Lands are good in this hand. Broken Bond for... Did he have any auras? I saw Sarah Disciple. I guess I can kill the Jorah's familiar with it. I didn't really see anything like particularly scary. I don't remember. He only had 3 lands in play, or I guess he had several. Geez, he's historic aggro. Oh, right. I get confused on which opponent I'm playing against sometimes. Oh man, he's missed his land drop again. You never know. I'm not going to play my Skin Witch here. I don't need to. Also not going to spew anything here. Just going to hold up my Vicious Offering. Next turn I'll play my Thallid Omnivore. It's a 4/4. The Fungus Lord. Spore Crown Pallid. Terrifying. Terrifying to behold. The Fungus Lord. The Fungus Lord himself. We're going to be just casting our Primordial where our opponent's going to have 2 lands. It happens. It's very frustrating to be on the other end of it, but just when you remember that you're on this end of it sometimes, and I mean, it goes both ways. Oh yeah, opponent's not going to win this game if they don't draw a land soon. Especially because I have like Gift of Growth to protect it from like Gideon's Reproach. Also, I'm going to be able to make him discard 2 cards. Yeah. He hit a land. Hooray. Huzzah. Davenant Trapper, okay. I'm just going to kill that end of turn, I think. Because I just want to slam my Primordial Worm. And I still have Gift of Growth for shenanigans. Boom. Yeah, opponent's in trouble. He had a land though, so he could like have an Eviscerate or something. The thing is I'm not even going to be too far down on cards because as soon as I draw a Swamp, I'm just going to be able to play my Skin Witch. I could attack with my Spore Crown Thallid next turn and like Gift of Growth kill both his creatures. Juggernaut. Okay, yeah, I'm probably just going to eviscerate that. Or he would double block here, presumably, and I just Gift of Growth. Yeah, that way I keep eviscerate. So now he has to chump. Yeah, I like this better because now he has to chump block one of my guys. And yeah, so if he blocks here, He takes 6. He's not really winning this game. I also have like Gift of Growth. So if he blocks here, he's dead. Could it Gift of Growth? No, he's 1 point off. He was screwed either way. So we are back into the finals again. I've had many decks recently get this close. I've actually had 3 decks get this close very recent. So let's hopefully clinch the finals this time. Ugh. I guess not wearing a hat is lucky. Our deck has just like crushed our opponents. Our opponents have like that opponent was 2-0. I have no idea how that happened, but how often do I adjust my deck between matches? It depends. So earlier in the format, I'm much more likely to do so. Like if I misevaluated a card or I misread a card. But later on, a lot of the time, I'm like pretty confident in my build, and one individual match won't like shake my confidence in the cards a lot of the time. Like here, like if I had played against enchantment decks both times, or like realized that this card would just be good in the main deck every time, I would maybe shift it to the main, and like take out Final Parting, or like put it in Pierce to Sky if I felt like I was getting crushed by flyers. But usually I just keep it pretty stable. Oh my gosh, I got paired against someone who's 0-0. The Magic Gods are rooting for me. The Untested. We're going to be on the play. We're going to keep this hand. It's kind of sketchy, but we have playable spells, and you don't really want to mulligan limited. Yeah, it hasn't looked great, but against like blue decks, it could be great. We are not going to cast our Skin Witch because we have nothing to do with our mana right now, and it's a good way to get back from the card deficit of ramping a little bit. Going to get a Forest. Whew. You don't like this hand? EU trash since 1874? Yeah, the hand is not great, I will admit, but I think it's better than mulliganing. Okay, nice. Feels good, man. Hitting that land, so now we can cast our 6-drops. Because no reason not to wait, really. Opponent not doing anything. What could they have for 4 mana? Probably just a counter spell. I mean, for 4 mana, they could have Syncopate. There's not a flash creature I can think of. The flash creature costs 5. So if we just cast a spell into Syncopate, we get kind of wrecked. So I think we're going to wait. Yeah, Spore Swarm. Or Blink. If he has Spore Swarm, we get kind of wrecked. I think we'll just, if we don't know his deck, we're just going to cast this with Kicker. If he has a Syncopate, he has a Syncopate. Yeah, it's Spore Swarm. Good catch, Tripped Up. I was not thinking of that card. That's just something that would come with more experience. Like in Rivals of Ixalan, I played it so many times, I just knew all the instants. I'm not quite at that point yet, so I hadn't thought of that card. And now I don't get wrecked by it. I mean, you don't want to get countered because you want to just make them like waste their mana. I'm just gonna block like that. Get rid of his tokens. That's a nice draw. Cast this with Kicker. Next time we can cast Baloth Gorger with Kicker. Should double block 1 as long as I'm blocking. To mitigate wild onside. That's probably smart. Oh man, what does he have? He got rid of Sapling Migration and Academy Drake. Okay, now I'm scared. These last two cards are probably pretty scary. I can also bail out Portrait Ancient Animus if I need to kill something that's small. Like if he goes Tatyova land here, I can kill it. We'll double block this guy. Both our guys are pretty expendable. Blink of an eye. Okay, so that's what he had. Blink of an eye. Land. Oh yeah, let's go. Boom. He's huge. Huge. So I wonder what his last couple cards are, because green-blue will historically struggle to deal with this kind of card. Even if he has a deep freeze, he still can't attack through it. So yeah, I wonder what he had, because he discarded two pretty good cards. So he doesn't have lands, he has spells. Okay, Steel Leaf Champion, so we can kill that with our Ancient Animus. We're not going to do it right now. We're just going to pass. Are we going to pass? We could attack him. I just don't want to get blown up by a bounce spell. Yeah, we're going to pass. Okay, so I think he would have bounced it if he had it. This is like the turn he would bounce it if he had it. Okay, so he did have that. Fight there. We're going to also kill that guy, just so we take a little less damage. I could fight the 2-3, but I think I want to save my fight spell. He didn't have Syncopate before, maybe he has it now, but... Yep, we have our big guy, our buddy. I like our Ancient Animus now, it's looking pretty good. And we're probably willing to trade 7 damage for 2 damage. Oh, yes. Okay, let's attack. Befuddle, okay. Not a great card, but... Final Party's looking great here. Oh, Doctor? Special for a card and put it into your hand. I kind of want to put Multani into my hand. If I put Multani into my graveyard, though, I can get it back. Just pretty much just as good. So, put it in my hand. I could get Mending. Mending's also great. Kind of want to get Mending. I already have Removal, so yeah, I'm going to get Mending. Though I don't really need more value. This is kind of tough. So Mending plus Multani is the value pick. I'm definitely putting Multani in the graveyard. Because I can return him end of turn. I could get Eviscerate. I think I'm going to get Eviscerate. I think it's probably the safest pick. Actually, probably better to get Settle the Score. Just because if he has his own Multani by some freak chance. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. What could I lose to? I'm definitely thinking about that. I don't think I need Mending. I think I'm just going to Settle the Score. I think that keeps him the safest. Put it in my hand. Put it in my graveyard. Clutches. Yeah, clutches could beat me. If he had clutches, then I would rather have the Eviscerate. But if he has Multani of his own, I guess clutches is more common. The Eviscerate is better against clutches. I drew the Eviscerate anyway. Oh man, that's classic. See if it resolves before I decide to attack or not. Okay, Multani is on the battlefield. The battlefield. Okay, Sapper's kind of scared. I mean, Multani, I just realized this thing has trample. I'm just chilling. He does seem very dead. Oh, I drew all the cards I was thinking about. I drew them. Okay, I'm gonna cast it. Just because if I draw if I mill some lands, then it's gonna make Multani bigger, and then I could potentially just lethal him here. Okay, so I did. I'm gonna get back Witch. Okay, so now it's a 9/9. So now if I attack, I'm pretty sure the way this works is if I fight the creatures blocking, the way Trample works is it kills him. Oh, okay. Oh man, I forgot to. I was thinking, oh, I'd trample over, but I forgot to fight to get the counter on him. That was pretty bad. He was very dead. Yeah, when I'm very likely to win, I mess up stuff like that sometimes. I should have just fought his like 2/3. There's no reason not to kill him there. Yeah, not that it matters, Nissan Top Ramen, but the classic punt. Okay, so he's playing blue-green. Didn't see any flyers, doesn't see anything for Broken Bond. I'm just going to run it back. It was actually correct not to play it. I mean, I think it's close. Oh, there's a great hand to make again. We have our Sapling Migration Ballad Omnivore. If he has Blink, it is slightly annoying. But if he doesn't have Blink, he's dead, so you win some, you lose some, I guess. I guess we know he has Academy Drake. So maybe that's a reason to bring in the other card. We're going to just cast this guy. Yeah, you need to go like Blink into Syncopate. Oh, that was a phenomenal draw. Jeez. Sometimes you just can't lose. You're just like, ooh, this is going to be great. Our opponent's 0-0. They're untested. We're 2-0. Battle tested, as they say. Battle stations. We trade. We'll trade here. Because we get the extra 1/1, so it's just good value. And the 1/1s being able to attack is kind of nice, depending on what he has. You could have a bounce spell. You could have the Spore thing. I still think I attack here. If he trades him for the Spore card, I'm fine with that. Because then my Omnivore is clear. Yeah, he was going to have that no matter when I did for something. And now he can't chump block my Omnivore very well. Okay, yep. I figured he had Spore Swarm. So we traded 2 for 2 here. Now I could land Orioles. Well, I'm just going to go with the man efficient play, though, without Omnivore. Oh, dear. I guess, yeah, I'm not really afraid of that. I can kill it with my land Orioles plus Vicious Offering. Or I could just sack land Orioles and use the cow thing. Okay, I'm going to wait, though. I'm going to use land Orioles to kick Caligo Skin Witch. Actually, am I? No, I'm not. I messed that up. I should have done it when he tapped out. I changed my mind about my play. Halfway through. So, yeah, I could get punished here. Like if he has a pump spell. I should have blocked with my Thallid Omnivore too. I just compounded some bad plays there. Yeah, Gift of Growth. I guess if I blocked with the Thallid Omnivore, it would have worked out badly. Oh man, the bad plays. Max punished, yes. If I just killed the thing, I was in great shape. But I'm still in pretty good shape. Blink of an eye on my guy, okay. So he didn't really get to get much value out of that. He had another blink of an eye. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty bad play. I'm just going to hold up sacking this Skin Witch to it and trying to trade. He got rid of both his blink of an eyes. Okay, I'm in great shape now. It's not quite the Fungal Plots matchup. I mean, I'm going to get some good value out of it here. I mean, he does have a bunch of stuff that, I mean, 1/1 should be fine against it. Anywhere else? Skin Witch. Yeah, that's true. It seems like it'll be good here, though, which is nice. He does not really have removal on all his spells. It's supposed to make it hard to trade off. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could definitely be bad in a lot of games, like the tempo games and stuff. I can start sacking them to draw cards, though, if the saplings become dead. Okay, he's not going to gain the 10 life. I'm going to draw the cards. Because if I drew my way to recur stuff, then I would. Okay. There is definitely some value in not exiling stuff. I have like a couple ways to recur things. I have the land and I have the mending. But I think since I don't have those things, I'd rather just draw the cards. I'm not going to exile that. He has scarier things in his deck. No value to drawing into turn. Yeah, I could have drawn on my turn. I was still going to draw because if I draw something. Okay, yeah, that's why I saved my settle the score. He didn't attack. Interesting. A lot of lands. I was going to draw on my turn because I want to draw a spell that I can cast. Fungal Plots was a gain 4, draw 2, but it was very slow. And I exiled some cards from my graveyard. Yep, he's seeing the value in attacking now. I feel like I've gotten a lot of value this game. Oh, there we go. Let's go. I'm going to hit him for 1. You never know when it's going to be relevant. I played my ancient animate, my guy first, so if he tries to flash something relevant in, like if it's a scary thing, blink of an eye. Okay. He has a lot of blink of an eyes. Pierce would have been better that time. True dat. True tweet. He is also drawing a lot of lands. I'm feeling the jitters from potentially getting a trophy. I'm like, ooh, please. Oh no. Oh my god, he does have Multani. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to draw my own Multani. And I already used my settle to score. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No, because... Oh my gosh. That's so unlucky. What are the odds he has the mythic rare? Oh my gosh. I'm taking it. This is horrifying. He's also splashing black for something. Wow, just when I thought I could never lose. Gonna get a little bit tricksy here. And that's the game. Wow. So what do we know about his deck? We know he has 3 blink of an eyes. Oh my gosh. And he has his own Multani. Of course he has his own Multani. Of course. Wow. Huh. Wow, that was horrifying. Wow. I think Fungal Plots is going to be fine. Though, maybe not. Maybe I'd rather have Pierce. Yeah, I'll try Pierce. Oh, man. I would like to play first. What are the odds that he also has a Multani? Oh, there's a pretty decent hand. Lots of potential. Good morning. Good morning, Dan Bet. I'm doing a bit of a late night stream on the West Coast here. Oh man. He's splashing black for something good. Probably a little like Slimefoot, yeah. Dang. I am feeling very sad that I I already have 5 mana, so I'm not gonna cast that. I'm just gonna cast my Crows and Druid. Jeez, I'm so sad the way that ended up going. Man, I used my settle to score, and then he played Multani like the turn after. Gonna make sure this thing resolves. Then we're gonna make sure this thing resolves, because we're playing Red Syncopate by not attacking first. Then we're going to attack first. Then we're going to attack. Now if I kick Sapling Migration, I could just run him over. I just need to draw a land. Comes in untapped. Yeah, those three are 75% of the probability space. Actually a horrible matchup for it. I don't think it's horrible. Dang. Oh yeah, he has a 4 of like a bunch of blinks. Merfolk Trickster kills Multani. Yeah, if only I had more Merfolk Tricksters. Or Merfolk Tricksters. This is going to be brutal. Ooh, please resolve. Oh man. Now I have all these 2/2s. Okay. He's having to use them without being able to draw a card. That's really painful for him. I can replay that and my Bailout Gorger next turn, so I'm feeling pretty good here. He can only really play one spell this turn, and I can just overwhelm him by going wide. Oh man, unfortunate for the opponent. Oh man. Whew. Dang, we managed to get the trophy. Whew, that was awesome for me. I mean, that last game was kind of a mess, but the second game was crazy, and the first game was kind of crushed him again. But I mean, that was a pretty good deck. I mean, our deck was insane. Like, we only lost because our opponent had a Multani, but we had a Multani, we had Mending. We didn't really get all this crazy stuff, but we got to use Final Parting to get Multani. We got to do a bunch of crazy stuff. Ancient Animus was not horrible in that deck also. But yeah, that is... Yeah, I really enjoyed this draft, and I really thought this deck was quite solid, so I'm pretty happy I managed to get a 3-0 with it. But yeah, if you that is going to do it for this draft video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. It is a great way to show your support for the channel. We are almost at 100 subscribers, so if we get up to 100, we get to have a custom YouTube URL. So if you want to be part of the community and help make that happen, be sure to click that subscribe button. And thumbs up are also welcome and appreciated. Also, if you have any questions or comments with the draft or the gameplay, maybe some cards I had in the sideboard that you thought should have been in the main, other things of that matter, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below, or just general comments. I really enjoy reading them, and I try my best to reply to each one if it is a question or a comment that is like replyable to. But yeah, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description down below. If you would like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Twitter. Tweet me at NicolaiBolas. I post there whenever I go live, whenever I have a 3-0 deck list, and whenever I have a new YouTube video, so be sure to follow me there to get all of the latest and greatest. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know that I enjoyed playing it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.